Hi, welcome back. In today's video, we will be talking about how you can generate your JAMB profile code. So if you want to register for the upcoming JAMB UTME examination, you need to firstly get what is called the profile code, which is like the identification number that JAMB will use to identify all candidates that want to participate in the exam. So number one thing before you proceed to get this profile code is that you need to get your national identification number, which is your NIN. So after getting that, then you proceed to generate profile code. So make sure you watch this video to the end. We'll be talking about how you can get it. And also, if you have any problem generating your profile code or any question at all, I will be addressing all these questions in this video. So let's get started. So the first thing after you've gotten your NIN is to go to your SMS, and you will be sending this message to 55019 or 66019. These are the two numbers that JAMB allotted that everyone who wants to get profile code should use. So once you get to your phone SMS, you text the capital letter NIN without leaving any space, then leave only one space, then input your NIN digit number. So let's say my NIN is 129 123456890. Let's say this is my NIN number. So once I text it like this, I will just send it to 55019 using my own phone number. So before you proceed, make sure the phone number you will be using is your own registered phone number. That means any candidate who wants to register for JAMB must have a SIM that he or she wants to use to register for JAMB. Okay, so once you want to do that, once you get your NIN, then you go to your phone SMS, compose this message, and send it to 55019. Another number you can also use is 66019. Then this message has to be sent only via SMS. Okay, so once you click on the send button, you will receive a notification from 55019. Then also you will be charged 15 naira airtime. So make sure you use a normal airtime and you don't use a borrowed airtime. Okay, so once you do this, you will receive a message from 55019, or if you use 66019, immediately you will receive a message that will contain your profile code, your name, and your NIN number, just exactly how you are looking at this one. So that is the example of how you will get your profile code once you send your SMS, once you send your NIN number to 55019. So if you try to do any of this and you are having any problem, so let's talk about some of the problems that you can see when you try to generate profile code. So let's say after you send your NIN to 55019 or 66019 and you get an error like probably not sent successfully, or you do not get any response. So what you should do in this case is that just remove your SIM card and put it into another phone. Probably you can insert it into a small phone and you try the process again. Okay, then another one is if you try to send it but you received an SMS that's insufficient balance, which means the airtime on your phone is less than 15 naira. So you have to recharge your phone and ensure that you have nothing less than 15 naira airtime. Please don't make use of a borrowed airtime or a bonus airtime. That will not work for you. Another thing is that if so once you recharge your phone, you can just retry it. So another thing is if you get an error that phone number already used by another candidate, which means that phone number you want to use has been used by another person. So for example, maybe your siblings or anyone closer to you has used the phone number. You have to find another SIM card to use. So you can't make use of that same SIM card again. So each candidate can only use only one SIM. So each SIM is only allotted to each candidate. That is how it works. So another issue is if it says your profile code has been used by another number and it will specify that particular number. So this is mostly peculiar to anyone who have registered for JAMB before. So if you've registered for JAMB and you've made use of that same phone number, so if you've registered for JAMB before, so it will refer you back to that same phone number that you've used. So you will have to make use of the phone number that you've used to register for JAMB before, that is the same phone number that you will use. So it will actually specify that phone number in the message. Okay. So another one is if it says wrong parameter passed. So if you get an error that wrong parameter passed, that means you did not send the message correctly. Go back to that message and ensure you type it the way that I explained in the beginning of this video by typing only the word NIN, then you leave only one space and you text your NIN digit, send it to 55019. That is the only message you should send. So another problem that can occur when you try to generate profile code is that it says unable to charge your line at the moment. So you need to also confirm very well whether you are making use of a borrowed airtime or you have a normal airtime. If you have a normal airtime, you can just retry it later. So another issue that can come up is if it says invalid character found. That means the message you sent is incorrect. Like I said before, go back to the beginning of this video, see how you are going to send it and ensure you send it correctly. So you should receive your NIN number, your profile code once you do it correctly. Now, these errors from number 9 to number 12, as you can see on my screen, or let me say from number 8 to number 12, if it says record not found for the NIN, you have to confirm that's your NIN number very well. Then, if it says date of birth invalid, so that means you'll have to go back to NIN office to rectify this error. Same thing as if it says no record found for your NIN, that you should contact NIMC. You will have to go back to where you registered this NIN number to correct this error. Also, if it says unable to verify your NIN at the moment, you can also retry later and ensure you go back to where you registered the NIN. This do occur most especially if you just register the NIN. Also, if it says your first name or surname is missing in your NIN details, you will also have to go back to the NIN office to rectify this error, then you will retry later on. So if it also says your passport obtained is not valid, that means the passport that is on your NIN number is not really valid. So you'll have to go back to NIN office to correct this error. So this error from number 8 to number 12, you will have to go back to NIN office or wherever that you register your NIN. Most especially, you should go back to NIN office to correct these errors. Once you do the corrections, come back to your phone, then you text it again, so you will get your profile code. So other issues that can come up whenever you try to generate your profile code is someone asks that I'm not up to 18, I can't register for SIM, so what can I do? So I guess as at this period of making this video, if you are less than 18, you won't be able to register your own SIM with your own name. So what you can do in this instance is that you can probably make use of your parents' phone number to generate this profile code, and ensure you don't use any other person's phone number apart from your parents, or else maybe your guidance. Please and please don't make use of your friend's phone number, don't make use of cafe phone number, don't make use of any CBT guy phone number. Okay, it has to be your phone number. Then if you can't register a phone number in your own name, probably because you're not up to 18, what you can do is that make use of your parents' phone number and ensure you tell them about it. The reason is because so that when the SIM get lost, it will help you to retrieve the SIM and you'll be able to, welcome it back, then you proceed to make use of it. Another thing you should note is that whatever SIM that you use to register for profile code will be used to check your results, your JAMB results, whenever the result is out. So you have to ensure that you make use of your own phone number that you registered yourself, and if you are not 18, make use of your parents' phone number, or maybe your guidance that you'll be staying with. You understand? But please and please don't use somebody who is not closer to you. Don't use your friend phone number. Don't use your maybe your far relatives, or maybe a cafe man, or maybe your school principal. Don't use of their phone number, please. This is because whenever there is any issue that you need to resolve, you will have to easily call your parents or probably somebody that you're staying with. That is the most preferable one. So another thing is probably if you lost the SIM that you used to register for JAMB before. So this is for those that have registered for JAMB and you lost the SIM and you're unable to retrieve it. What should you do? So number one thing you should note is that you should firstly try and go back to the SIM card registration office, I mean the network providers, ask for how you can retrieve the SIM. This is very, very important. Try to retrieve the SIM. If you are unable to retrieve the SIM, what you can do is that you will need your profile code, to register for JAMB. So you can log into your JAMB portal to get your profile code. You understand? So if you have any issue with logging into your JAMB portal, you can contact me via my phone number at the end of this video. And I'll also drop it in the description of this video. Then another one is, can I use the SIM that is different from what I used to register for NIN? So let's say you use maybe a particular SIM to register for your NIN, and probably this is your first time of doing JAMB registration. Yes, you can use another SIM. It is not compulsory to be the SIM that you submitted when you want to register for NIN that you will use to generate profile code. Okay, you can make use of another SIM card. Okay, so it is not compulsory that it should be the SIM that is submitted when you want to register for NIN. Just make sure the SIM is registered in your own name. I mean the SIM you'll be using to get this profile code. Then, if you are not up to 18, follow the procedure that I mentioned above. So, if you registered for JAMB last year or previous, can I use another SIM to get profile code? No, because if you try to do that, it will refer you back to that error that your SIM, your profile code or your NIN your profile code has been generated with a particular phone number. So you will have to make use of that SIM that you used last year or previous year. You will have to make use of only that SIM. Okay, so that is the only SIM you can make use of. And it is very important for those that have done JAMB registration before to also regenerate this profile code. Okay, please, if you've done JAMB registration before, it is important that you regenerate this profile code, even though it will even bring you the same profile code. Just make sure you regenerate it. So if you are unable to retrieve the SIM, okay, just contact me. I will help you get your profile code. And if you are also unable to log in to your JAMB portal, you can contact me. I will help you log in to your JAMB portal via our CBT center. So we'll help you get that profile code. So if you have any issue, if you have any concern, if you have any problem that I've not listed in this video, feel free to reach out to me on my WhatsApp number via 081 24611 as you're seeing on the screen. So I will be willing and I will be glad to help you resolve any problem relating to you getting your JAMB profile code. And I wish you all the very best. Make sure you check through the list of all the videos on this channel for related, things you can do to register for JAMB. So I have another video on this channel that talks about how you can, register for JAMB, things that you need to prepare for when you want to register for JAMB. So make sure you click on the subscribe button if you are able to do so, and if you are also watching this video on our maybe on our social media, ensure you click on the follow button. Thank you very much, and see you in our next video. Bye for now.